Hello, everyone. How are you? Oh, guys. Technology is a great thing. Hold on one second. I'm just going to make sure. Technology is a great thing, but I'm still having some learning curves to all this stuff. Welcome, welcome. It's Sunday afternoon. You're at Elizabeth's Chalking Corner. Here's the highlight of the day, of the week. I want to remind you about our January Club Couture. Look at that design. Absolutely wonderful. So for $19.99 a month, if you're new here, you get this exclusive 8.5 by 11 transfer each month, along with 3 coordinating paste packets. And this allows you to do a monthly project that comes to you free with free shipping. As a Club Couture member, you also receive flat rate shipping of $4.95 on any additional orders you place. And throughout the year, Chalk Couture does amazing specials and deals exclusively for club members. So it's a great thing to be a part of. And you can totally sign up for that on my website. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out. Now, I want to show you about this month how you can earn free product. So when you place an order of at least $60 US, you can get the Feels Like Sunshine transfer, which is the rainbow, one free. If you place an order of $75 US, you get the Fresh Start transfer, which is there on right in the darker wood box, our 9x9 box frame. That is free to you. If you spend $90 US, you would get both transfers free, the rainbow and the floral add-on, for any order of $90 US. That's a great way to earn free product. It gets better for you, especially if you are a club member or if you decide to join Club Couture and then place an order and get that, $4.95 flat rate shipping. These are re-released creative Kickstart transfer designs that are available right now on my Chalk site. If you're a regular customer, you get 20% off. If you are a Club Couture member, you get 50% off. So again, you place that order of at least, $60 to $90 US. Doesn't matter what the products are. So if they're already on sale, you get those savings. And then additionally, you get the 50% off the retail price of these specific designs. So it's definitely a way to go. Hi! I've had some technical difficulties today. I think I finally figured it out. I know this looks like it's zoomy in. It kind of is. I'm still trying to figure out how to get all the things working. So at least you can see the project better. It's going to fill your screen. I'm going to check my feed and make sure all looks well. Let's see here. So my niece wanted to watch. I talked to her today. And so I told her I would send her the link. Then I realized I'm using my phone, my regular phone up above. This phone, which is what I usually use for lives, doesn't have her number. And then I'm like, okay, I can copy the link from my web browser because I have a computer I use for my facial camera and send it to her that way. And I'm like, wait, she doesn't have social media. I can't text her through my... So anyway, we're trying all the things. She can enjoy the replay, I guess. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to just make sure that all is well. Testing the audio. Okay, good. There's just a delay. Alright, I have my phone up so I can see comments on Facebook. And if you're watching me on YouTube, hi! Welcome! So glad you're here. So glad you're here. Okay, you guys. You just saw the recap of all the things that I told you about. as far as the free items that you can get, earn, the savings, they can stack on top of each other. Totally worth considering. So, if you were with me yesterday, we did this design. This is our jar cutouts. And let me see. I just did it. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. We have these cute wood cutouts. Okay. I'll do it this way so you can see it. They're double-sided. So we did this side and we did this side. Here's the fun thing with Chalk Couture is you can repurpose a transfer or reuse a transfer multiple different ways. So you can use these transfers 8 to 12 times. These are reusable. All you have to do is rinse them out with water. Now, as you can see, both of these transfers are stained. That's because I use black. I use deep, dark pigmented colors, and they can tend to stain the fabric of the transfer. But as long as you rinse it out and get that silk screen cleaned, it's fine to reuse. When you rinse it out with water, it reactivates the adhesive on the backer of the transfer sheet. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use this Bloom and Grow, okay? And I'm going to show you, this is one of our reusable surfaces. This is our Bistro spinning sign. And I'm going to show you how you can use the same transfer on a different surface and get a completely different look. Because that's the thing, our transfers are versatile and we have so many different surfaces. So to make it easy on us, I'm going to take, so this does spin, so it is double-sided, all right? I'm going to twist this off. Because the top part comes off. And this pops out. So you have a flat surface to work with. Flat surface to work with. Alright. And then I'm going to grab have my whites over here. Right there. And then I'm going to grab my Couture Teal and my Couture Coral. So I'm going to use the same colors I used yesterday, but instead of using the black like I did on the jar cutout, the wood jar cutout, I'm going to use white because we're working with a black surface. Okay. Again, our Bistro spinning sign is comprised of our reusable surface. All right. I'm just going to take a fuzzing cloth. Now, this is the second time I'm using this transfer. This will probably be the last time I fuzz it. All right. Fuzzing, what fuzzing does is it puts a little bit of lint on the back of the backer sheet. And all that does is it just helps the transfer to still stick to the surface, but not stick so hard that you stretch the fabric when you lift it up. So as you can see here, the teal is the fabric, and where you see the flower in this instance is a micro screen. This is sticky on the back. Again, 8 to 12 times. Let's see here. So, I'm going to show you something here. It's going to look completely different, and I'm only going to use this part of the transfer because I thought this was taller than it is, and as you can see, it's not quite tall enough. So I'm actually going to make sure this is centered. But that's fine, you guys, because this is the great thing about Chalk Couture is you can utilize our transfers in so many different ways. There's so many times I might like a design or a font of a certain transfer or a phrase, and I'll just pull that one design. Scoot it up just a little bit because I want. Now, as you can see by what I'm doing here, our transfers are repositionable, so you can move them around, reposition them at how you need. Okay, so I'm changing my layout a little bit because again, I mismeasured. I thought the sign was a little bit taller than it is. That's okay. So again, like I said, I've used matched transfers all the time. Well, I will like one part of a transfer and I'll use that piece of it, and then I'll put another element of another transfer on the same project just to make it how I want it. I'm just going to take a couple stir sticks here, and I'm just going to take our Couture Coral. Guys, this is our chalk paste right here, okay? This is a proprietary paste. It's in the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. That's what you want it in. Now let me just pause for just a few seconds rather, and tell you about our paste. You cannot hurt our paste. Our paste is all natural, non-toxic, no chemicals. If it stains your clothes, no worries. It comes right off of your clothes in the wash. If you were to open a jar and it seems really dry, all you have to do is spritz it with water and you're good to go. If you realize that you put a little too much water in the paste, all you have to do is add a pinch of flour or cornstarch to your paste to thicken it back up. So again, you cannot hurt this. And this is our new Creamy Dreamy, what we call Creamy Dreamy paste. We kind of reformulated it a little bit. And that's mainly because during lockdown and the pandemic and people were looking for things to do and whatnot, we had just such a high demand for our product that we tried to do it ourselves, get it all put together ourselves and sent out, and it kind of messed with the consistency. So we kind of had to fix it a little bit. I'm trying to find my multi-tool, but I'm not seeing my multi-tool. So I'm going to use a mini squeegee. Sorry, I keep sticking my hand up there. I'm trying to prop up my other phone. So what I'm doing here, this is a squeegee. Okay. There's a beveled edge right there. So I'm going to put my fingers right here. And I'm just pushing the paste through the silkscreen. And this is how difficult chalking is. So easy. So then I'm going to take another stir stick. And I'm stirring the Couture Teal. Again, it's always good to kind of stir. Sometimes when you open up paste and it's a little dry, all it needs is a good stirring and you're good. And now I'm going to take another tool. This is our detail tool. This side helps us clean up edges once our project is dry. And this is a micro squeegee on this end right there, okay? And that helps us get into small spaces like this leaf. And I have a slightly bigger squeegee than this on our multi-tool. I thought it was over here, but it may not be. It may not be. I hope everyone is well. We've had some funky weather. We've had a weird winter storm overnight into today. My driveway, okay, starting to get covered. Like 10 minutes ago or so, it looked like the snow was just covering the yard. And as I'm looking out over my bonus room window, it's starting to cover my driveway. I'm already off work tomorrow because of Martin Luther King. So is the child. So we'll see what happens Tuesday. But for the longest time, they're like, where all the snow's coming, and the projections kept changing of when it would hit, and it was just crazy. Okay, so the thing about using that detail tool squeegee is makes a lot of lines, so I'm just going to go through here on the leaves and just try to pick up some of those extra lines to make it smoother. And then I'm going to do what we call a paste and pull method. So I'm just going to slowly pull that up. Just like that. Okay. What that does is it prevents the paste from starting to dry on the actual transfer. Our paste can dry in about 8 to 10 minutes. So you don't have to move super fast, but you definitely want to be aware of that. So that's why I did that. But I only pulled up the part I chalked. So that's called the paste and pull method, where you pull up your transfer as you're chalking. I'm just making sure everything is how I want it. I'm just putting more paste. I'll scoot this stuff out of the way. Again, you guys, I got to figure out why it's telling me it's not zoomed in, but it's definitely up there close and is affecting what you guys are seeing. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. The fun of technology, right? So again, I'm just taking another squeegee. I'm not mixing squeegees. I'm taking another squeegee and I'm just pushing it through. Guys, if you're not a part of my VIP group, if you're watching me on Facebook, I have a VIP group. Tomorrow, I hope to go through and post some bundles that'll be available. Some special pricing and stuff. So if you're not a part of my private VIP group, be sure to join. You can post in the comments there, VIP, hashtag VIP, and I will make sure you're part of that VIP group. Okay, so again, here's some excess. That's the other great thing about Chocolate Tour. Our squeegees allow us to put an even layer of paste on our projects, but not waste our product, because a little bit goes a long way. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to pull up my transfer. Again, I'm pulling straight up. I'm also not pulling corner to corner because I don't want to stretch my transfer. Bloom and grow. Isn't that adorable? So adorable. Sorry, my stand about fell on you guys. Might have made y'all dizzy. I'm not sure what the deal is. It is not. I'll hold it for a second. So my little drying tool was keeping the leverage there. And like I said, our paste dries in about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm just using my quick dry tool to expedite the drying process. But that took me like, what, 5 minutes to do that? And when you're using our reusable surfaces, and if you make a boo-boo or a mistake, I'm going to show you how to fix that. Or heaven forbid, it was just a disaster. You can completely remove the entire project and start all over again. Rinse out the transfer and do it again. So for those of us like myself who love to craft and was constantly getting frustrated because what I anticipated something to look like at the end not turning out how I wanted it to turn out, this gives you instant gratification. There's variety. You can blend colors. I'm going to try to show that later this week. Or maybe even tomorrow, because we have a snowstorm. I'm just going to be up here crafting away. Pumping out some projects. So maybe tomorrow I'll figure out something to do where we can do an ombre or a camo type technique. Okay. So look, that is done. Now, you'll see right here where it kind of bled a little bit. So there might have been a little bubble. I try to press down on the transfer to make sure that there's no bubble. So I'm just using this sort of fake cute toothpick type tool that we have. And it allows me to go over and look and see wherever there's some buffed edges, I can sharpen them up by using this tool. Okay. Now, where is this one, y'all? It is coming down. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's crazy. So earlier we had bigger, thicker flakes coming down. Tennessee weather, you could have all 4 seasons in one day. And nothing. I'm just going to flip this over. No, like it wasn't really doing anything on the yard or on my deck. These are finer flakes, but it is coming down. Like, my neighbors across the way, they park in their driveway. Their cars are completely covered. Sorry. The ADD in me got distracted by all the snow. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my Couture Coral for the heart. My dogs are in here with me. They're making themselves known. They're saying Mom is doing such a good job. Bella, it's okay, baby. Bella, it's my Yorkie. The most anxious dog you will ever meet. Bless her God, picking little heart. It's bad, y'all. Like, I used to have to take her to the groomers because she's a Yorkie. Well, she would, like, squawk like a seal. Yes, I said squawk. Squawk like a seal all the way in the car on the way to the groomers. It was awful. And then I'm like, I can't. Like, my anxiety and my senses were just shot. And it was traumatic for her. So I finally found a mobile groomer. I never thought the day would come where I would be hiring a mobile groomer to come to my house to give my dog a haircut. But that's where we're at. And it's about $10 more. And it's every 8 weeks. Yes. And it's great because, you know, I'm still kind of hybrid with my work schedule. With my full-time job. So most of the time I'm working from home anyway. So she just pulls up in front of the house, grabs the dog. So I'm just, again, I'm wanting to incorporate all the same colors, but because this design is slightly different. Okay, and then again, I'm taking the excess and I'm putting it back in the paste container. And I see here where this W is. Didn't totally get filled in, so I'm just going back through. And the thing, you know, I want people to understand is a jar of paste will last you forever. So as you can see, you can still see the words. You don't need a thick coat of paste at all. So a little bit really does go a long way. I'm going to pull this up slowly. Look at that! Look at that. I'm going to hold my stand again. Y'all, I'm going to have to take a video of this when I'm done and post it on the group page. You guys will be stunned. But the projections, they kept changing the projections of this winter storm, saying it could be, they said I think 2 to 10 inches. Like, it was such a wide range. We're like, really? And it's had the most weirdest effect the way it's come in, and like, it's, in the last 5 minutes, I would say probably 3 or 4 inches have fallen at my house. It's crazy. Yeah, we're not going anywhere tomorrow. We aren't going nowhere. Perfectly fine by me. If I come live on tomorrow, I'll probably wear the same shirt. No makeup, fuzzy slippers, dogs at my feet. Right, Bella? Are we going to be crafting away tomorrow? Huh? So this topper, I do want to mention this. I mentioned yesterday how we have some styrofoam toppers that go into the lid. This white was developed before they came out with the production. We've had, you know, with COVID, there has been production delays and stuff. They ran out of those, so don't be turned off if you get one of these paste containers that have that. You could toss it. I just decided just to keep it because the styrofoam portion helps sort of keep the moisture of the paste in the paste. It doesn't allow it to dry out as fast. Like this Couture Coral had it. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. Just putting the tops back on because I don't want them to dry out. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and set it aside. So we did 2 sides. Bloom and grow, follow your heart. I'm going to set this to the side. And I have this really pretty ribbon, and I think I'm going to tie a little bow at the neck. So I'm debating, do I want to do the wider pink ribbon or the smaller pink ribbon? I am curious what the thoughts are. I'm all open to suggestions. No one ever said there was any problem with asking for an opinion. Sometimes crafters and their, best can always use an opinion. I'm just, while y'all are looking at that, I'm popping over here. I'm all open to suggestions. I'm just looking to see if anyone is over on YouTube, because I can't, that's the one thing I'm trying to figure out with my new system, is being able to see comments on both. And I'm jumping up over here on my computer. You can still see my face. I'm just popping over because sometimes the comments lately, you guys, have been wonky. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm back. You got me. I'm thinking I might use this paler pink ribbon. Because I think it'll fit better circumference-wise. So I'm going to take that much. This is the other fun part about Chocolatory, you guys, is you can get really creative and judge things up. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces ready to go over to my booth. I have a booth here in town at a storefront, and I've been trying to complete some pieces to take over there, and the snow keeps getting in my way. So this is not working very well. So let me think about this. I'm thinking. So I'm wondering if I know what I'm going to do. Plug up my glue gun. Let it heat up real quick. I got it. So I'm just taking my scissors here. And I'm just going to do sort of a hot mess bow. It's been a while since I've done a hot mess bow. That's the other fun thing about what we do, is there's so many different ways to utilize ribbon or create a look. And it's been so stinking fun to do that. I'm astounded at what I'm seeing outside, you guys. Okay. And then I have some of these other scraps right here. I always save my scraps because I think this would be cool to incorporate. I think that'll look okay. Because you can mix and mash and mesh. I'm just trimming those down. Okay. Then I'm going to take this one. Crazy. I've never seen it change so fast. Any kind of weather change so fast. I'm going to turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So I have my glue gun, the Mac Daddy of glue guns. Thanks, husband. Well, it's not quite ready. I thought it was. Let it sit for just another minute. Let it heat up. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on, and then I'm going to take these ribbons and I'm going to show you how we do a crisscross, and then just kind of glue it on the front. And that'll be adorable. Adorbsable. How was everyone's Sunday? Like I said, we were snowed in. You know what I'm going to do? While we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to dry my transfer. So typically, we do recommend you clean your transfers as quickly as you can. I typically just take mine downstairs to my sink, but I can do it right here. I'm using a board eraser, and we found that our board erasers help clean the transfers. And we do it both sides. And again, the paste may stain the fabric of your transfer, but as long as those screens get clean, you are good. You are good. Clean my mat here. Okay, and I'm just going to keep doing this until the water on the back of my mat is clear. I'm going to do this both sides, so see it's getting a little bit better. One more time, and usually I put these sticky side up on my stove and let it air dry, and like I said, rinsing them out with water reactivates the adhesive. Sometimes I might take my quick dry tool and on the light setting, kind of blow it dry. Yeah, okay, so the water is clear. So I'm just going to take my quick dry tool. I'm going to take, there, found something to hold my stand up. I got to figure out something to the circumference or the way I have it arranged. I got to, again, figure things out. Trial and error. But guys, I have so many exciting things that are going to be coming in the next couple months. I can't quite tell you yet what they are. But, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Incredible. So then, like you saw me do the other day, yesterday, I had marked my backer sheet, what side, so I remember what side's the glossy side, because this kind of has a glossiness to it. So I'm going to put the bloom back on that side. I'm going to grab my other one real quick. Okay, someone just drove through. I guess it's okay. The roads aren't totally iced over yet. It's just slush, but still. It's a-coming, y'all. It is here. It's not a-coming, it's here. The snow has hit Middle Tennessee. So as I'm wiping this down, let's recap. Club Couture. Exclusive transfer each month. It's not in our catalog. $19.99 a month. Okay. Bikers. You get flat rate shipping on any orders you place outside your monthly club. Your monthly club comes to you free shipping. Throughout the year, Chalk Couture offers special deals and steals for club members. Right now, we have a creative Kickstart in play that based off how much you spend as your subtotal, you can earn some free transfers. In addition to that, we have a small collection of our previous Kickstart transfers that are 20% off for customers or 50% off if you're a club member. So you can totally drop those in your cart, get that 50% discount, and then earn the current creative Kickstart for free. So that's cool. And that's all available through the end of January. Through the end of January. My tool is heating up on me. So we're going to get back to working our ribbons. I'm almost done here. And again, sometimes the color of your paste, if it's a deep pigmented paste, could stain your transfer. But as long as when you wipe it through, it comes through clear, your transfer is clean. Okay? And yes, this board eraser looks problematic, but it's really not. These last forever. And we have found that the board erasers can help clean our transfers. Okay, so don't be swayed by how your transfer may look if it's been used, because you'll get 8 to 12 uses out of them easily peasily. Easily peasily. I created a word. I always say easy peasy. So you know. And if you're following me on Facebook and you like the jar cutout that I showed you at the beginning of this live to show you the difference of how you can use one transfer multiple different ways, in yesterday's live, in the description, I have a cart link that should still be active that has the jar cutout, this transfer, and paste single for the paste colors I used yesterday for the wood cutout. So if you're interested, feel free to go there. If for some reason it's still not active because it's only active for 24 hours, message me and I'm happy to create another one for you. So again, I'm just putting this back on the backer sheet. And I just put it in its plastic sleeve, which is right here. Okay. And that's cleanup. You don't need special soap. You don't need anything. Now, like I said, typically I take these downstairs to my sink. We have transfers of all different sizes. So the larger ones most definitely would have to be done in my kitchen sink or my bathtub or a bathtub. I'm going to take this and push it down. So there we go. We got that done. So I got my glue gun here. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. So just put a little bit of glue there. See here, and then I'm pushing that down, okay? And then I'm going to turn it this way. Get the stringies out. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so grab my glue strings out of the way. I'm gonna do it this way, that way you can see what I'm doing. So then all these over here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and we're just doing sort of X's with them. Like so. Actually, you know what? I don't really like the... I thought I would like this sort of canvas black, but I don't. So. Just put a little dollop. I'm just doing all one color. And I'm just Xing it all together. You'll see. This is called a scrap bow, you guys. And then I'm going to cut this one. Okay. Then I'm taking this little scrap bow and I'm pushing it right in there. Okay, and then I'm just sticking this back on. I have to stand it up. So I'm just tying this on. And there it goes, you guys. Look. I just got to pull off some of these stringies from the glue. But this is what we have. I know my camera angle is not the best. I'm going to keep working on it. I will take a picture and post it. But this would be cute for some Valentine's decor or spring decor. Follow your heart for Valentine's. March, April around. Flip it around. But isn't that adorable? I love it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight, or this afternoon, this evening, wherever you may be. Hi, Emily. How are you? I see you just popped on. Feel free to go back. I'm finished for the evening, but feel free to go back and watch the replay, which should post here in a few minutes on Facebook. Like I said, thank you for popping in and joining me, you guys. If you have any questions, you know how to find me, how to reach me. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And if you're having a long weekend and have tomorrow off, I hope it's everything you hope it would be. And I will catch up with you later. See you guys later.